Hey everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we'll be going over the week 4 paycheck budget for January. First of all, I originally didn't plan on doing sinking funds this month, but I'm going to do it because we have a pretty large check to work with and we don't have a lot of bills coming out this paycheck. So Alex and I both worked our full weeks and it's going to be closer to this number now that Alex got a raise. So I wasn't aware of his raise, that's why I didn't budget that way, but that is cool. So now we can do our sinking funds, start them this month. I think going forward, it will be better to do the sinking funds at the end of the month. Even though I'm not allotting every single dollar to a certain specific purpose, I think that with our spending money, with our grocery money and our gas money, we don't tend to go over, we don't tend to spend the money that's like left over. That's what I used to do. Every single bill would get paid, all my groceries would be bought, I would get gas, and whatever was left over, I would buy whatever I wanted. And with budgeting, we have really cut back on our spending and really thought about our purchases and what we do want, and I don't see us getting into trouble. Possibly when we first started this would have been a bad idea, but what I think I'm just going to do is next month will be $380 because like I already here, I'll show you real quick. I already did February's budget and I put $380 into that budget as well for sinking funds, but so I basically modified February's sinking fund page to include January. So January and February are on here and both of them are going to get $380. So, and that's fine, but like I said, I think I'm just going to wait kind of towards the end of the month to fund them because usually at the end of the month too, I don't have as many bills that come out. So let's just dive right into this. First of all, we have pest control. I'm going to fund that. That was an actual collections, this is just an old debt Alex has. I just don't have a better name for it, but I just consider it a bill. I'm not working it into baby step 2 or anything. Audible, me and Alex both are going to get new credits, so that's $32.06. Hulu is $6.54. I didn't write this down as an actual because last month they didn't charge me tax, which was really weird. I don't know why, but like it's $5.99 plus tax, so that's why I write $6.54. So we're gonna see what happens this month. And then water, I budgeted $26, but I know the actual amount is $24.48. And then Dominic's care is just his after school program. I'm not sure if I'm going to put him in that. 9 times out of 10 I do, but I like to leave it open until closer into the end of the week when I actually know what our plans are for the next week. So, and then for groceries, I'm budgeting our normal $85 and $90. Whatever was left over from last week. Whoop. You look back here, we have like a $3 or so overage there, and then here a lot of overage. So I just take whatever we had over plus what I'm budgeting, and that's how much we have to spend. And I wish I have, like, not wish, but I hope to someday have like a little bit better. I think this is sort of working now, but I don't know how else to like show how much is left and short. I think it's working. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too confusing, but I'm just using this number. So if we're over or short, I just kind of like borrow from the next week kind of thing. And then for our cash, we have 100 for my spending money, 100 for Alex's spending money. And that may seem high if you haven't watched any of my other videos. Basically, I don't have a lot of categories, so having like a larger amount for basically a lot of things is just easier for us. We don't have like a miscellaneous, we don't have a date night, we don't have room in our budget for things like that. So for us to have more spending money, it really does keep us accountable for what we have to spend. So if I want to go to Starbucks 5 times a week, like that's a fourth of my spending money kind of thing. So it really does make me think about what I actually do want. If I, like when I bought this new planner, it was $30. So that's my spending money for that week. If I spent $30, then I have to consider, okay, well, now I can only spend this much there and I can only spend that much there. And If we want to go to the movies, like I use our spending money. So our spending money includes things like that. And then eat out is our normal 35. And then my mom watches my son 2 nights a week when I work till 11 p.m. And she watches him like overnight. So that's just for her, just extra money for him if he needs something. And then I am putting money into sinking funds. If we do have it unbudgeted, I'll just like make another line for it. But I like whited out unbudgeted and put the sinking funds because I definitely think we do have an overage because this is only half of basically what we got paid. So I would like to fund the sinking funds this month so we can get going on those. And then we'll still have an overage. And the overage from the month, and probably will release my January results on Friday or Saturday, maybe sooner. That will explain how much money cushion we actually do have. But what I want to do with the cushion is not rely so much on my emergency fund. My emergency fund, Dave Ramsey's first baby step, is to save $1,000. We have $1,000, and you're not supposed to like be able to kind of access it. It shouldn't be accessible. And mine's in my checking account. I'm not gonna lie, it's in my checking account, and I basically use it if I'm waiting on us to get paid. I fund certain things early before we get paid, and it just has been working for me, but I'd rather not use that money. I'd rather it be an emergency fund, not a like cushion. So now this month we're basically building up a cushion. I think we should have probably, I want to say about $500. I haven't done all the numbers yet, but I think the overage for the month is about $800 or so, but I did have to pay back from us paying the credit card off early. So, and that was only like $200 and something or something like that. But I'll let you guys know in the January results exactly how that's going to get calculated. But I think $500 should be plenty of money for a cushion, especially right now because I already have the mortgage set aside for the next month. So basically it's almost $1,500 instead of just the $500 because I always kind of have that mortgage sitting in there. Sometimes it's like not in there at a certain time because like I'll pay my mortgage on probably the 13th, and if we don't get our bonus check until the 20th, so I won't have any extra funds in there until the 20th again, because that's probably when we'll get our bonus check, and that's usually when I fund that. So it'll be good to have that for times like that when there's no mortgage sitting in my account. So that is everything for today's video. I do want to say thank you so much if you've hit subscribed. You guys are just really awesome, and I hope that you enjoy my content. If you have any suggestions or anything, or want me to make a certain type of video, please leave your suggestions down below. Thank you again for subscribing, and you are just I almost want to cry right now because I can't even believe I've hit over 200 subscribers, and you are all my budgeting buddies, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.